Are you anywhere near the vibrational vicinity of your own desire? Oh, good. Well, that's the key, isn't it? To have a desire and to not shoot it in the foot every day with negative expectation. That's the whole process. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. Well, you are remarkable in that you are among the rare humans who are recognizing your vibrational nature. And if you aren't fully recognizing it in this moment, you will before we are finished today, because it's all we ever talk about. The vibrational nature of you and of everything else. Most humans don't regard themselves much as vibration, even though you are primarily, predominantly that. You don't realize you're doing it. You do it so naturally. But there's another sense, your emotional sense, that really is the vibrational translator that we want to focus on. It's what we always want to focus upon, because when you are aware of your emotions and what they mean, then you are able to consciously meld together the vibrational beingness that is you from source perspective, that part of you that existed before you came into this body, who still exists even though you are in this physical body. You're able to meld that part of you with this physical human personality part of you, because your emotions are always your indicator of that vibrational proximity, that vibrational alignment or misalignment, that vibrational allowing of the fullness of who you are to be present and flowing to you and through you in this moment, or the resistance that is keeping that from happening. And we want to help you to realize that in every moment of any resistance, and resistance isn't a bad thing, although it's something that you want to learn to be aware of and to moderately control. That resistance that you are aware of because of any negative emotion that you might feel is always self-imposed, self-applied because of you in your physical body. It's your focus. No resistance is ever added to the equation from your non-physical standpoint. Now what that means is, as you've been here banging around in your physical body, sifting through the variety that surrounds you, you've naturally contoured a vibrational reality. In other words, when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. You just can't have any moment in time that you are not perceptually looking for improvement and looking for the best possible scenario for yourself. Now, there are a lot of people that don't want to be that way. You want to be more humble, or you want to be more giving of others. But we submit to you that unless you are selfish enough to care about your own vibrational relationship with your own vibrational partners, meaning the source within you, then you have no chance of alignment, and then you have no chance of steadily flowing the fullness of who you are into any moment in time. And if you're not fully aligned and flowing the whole of you into the conversation, into the lovemaking, into the appreciation, into the awareness, into the conversation, into whatever it is that you're focused upon, then the diminishment that you experience as a result of not allowing the wholeness of you to be there is what you would describe as negative emotion, and it's what we would describe as self-applied by you resistance as a result of choosing thoughts in this moment that are not up to speed, are not equivalent, are not same as the thought that the source within you is thinking about the same thing in the same moment. As you form a perspective or an opinion, law of attraction will validate it, because law of attraction will match whatever you've got going on. So sometimes in your quest for rightness, you form an opinion and law of attraction just validates that rightness. We just want to point out to you that if in the midst of that rightness you feel negative emotion, the source within you is holding a different opinion. The source within you is not calling you wrong and not even trying to get you to think differently than you think. Just being who source is, loving as source loves, keeping the light on for you in case you want to stumble in. Today we're going to go into new places because who you are and who we are and who this all is cannot stand still. We are creators. We are joyous co-creators. And we are on a vibrational roll of masterful momentum where you are discovering through the framework of your own life experience things that matter to you. And in the same moment that you do, the source within you and the vibration that is us is aware of your new discoveries and your new desires. So those like us are constantly carving out paths of least resistance for you in order to help you find that which you have become, to help you fully realize it so it can be actualized in your experience. We want you to realize the fullness of all that you have become. But before you can do that, you have to get the hang of this vibrational reality that we are all a part of. And you have to learn to read the vibrational nature of your being. When you're thinking about something that you don't want, you got 17 seconds to either decide it's something wanted and focus on it in order to continue the momentum, or 17 seconds to realize it isn't something that you want and to slow the momentum by lack of attention to it. Esther said to someone the other day, "I've got something to tell you, and I only have 16 seconds to do it in." The thing that we really want you to be aware of is the momentum. The momentum. We want to ask you to consider the momentum that gets going with a thought. And there are plenty of beliefs. Beliefs are just thoughts that have plenty of momentum. And some of the beliefs that you hold serve you really, really well and completely merge or mesh or align with the knowing that the source within you holds about you and everything that you think about. But some of your beliefs are not serving you well. And so some beliefs you want to encourage the momentum. Some beliefs you want to slow the momentum. And so we'll be talking about that here today. We want you to realize that the way you increase momentum is just give it more attention. So if it feels good, focus on it more. Become as detailed as you can. That's when you want to rampage your appreciation about it. But if you're feeling negative emotion, that's not when you want to increase the momentum. That's not when you want to apply more attention. That's when you want to distract yourself. Haven't you ever tried to get to the bottom of an issue with someone that you love? Did you ever get to the bottom? There's no bottom. Law of attraction promises there's no bottom. There's no bottom to how good you can feel. There's no bottom to how bad you can feel. There's no bottom because everything is expanding. You've just got to understand it, what it feels like when you are flowing it and what it feels like when you're not. And so that's what we'll be talking about in these hours that we are together. We want you to know that you create your reality by contouring your thoughts and that you don't do it all at once, but that you have a guidance system within you that will help you to do it. And you also have a very responsive universe all around you, giving evidence all day, every day of what your vibrational frequency is. Esther had one of the most enlightening and therefore satisfying days of her entire life at the Del Mar Fair, where grandchildren, Kate and Luke, demonstrated the principle of your vibrational point of attraction with such vividness that Esther will never wonder about it or law of attraction again. At the outset, almost the moment that they walked in the gate, Esther said, in her enthusiasm of the magnificent day that was going to unfold, because who doesn't want to be there with all of that? She said, there is a lot to choose from, so if you feel attracted to anything, just point at it. And right away, Luke said, I'm attracted to that. And it was a wheel. It wasn't a game. It was a sort of wheel. And so Luke spun the wheel and won free tacos. She wasn't very excited about. And then Kate spun the wheel and got something she really didn't want, a chance to win something at Knott's Berry Farm. And she looked slightly disappointed, and the nice man said, "Spin the wheel again, sweetheart." So she did. Got the same thing. The stupid tickets to win something that she didn't want. And she looked slightly disappointed. And the nice man said, "Spin it again, sweetheart." So she spun it again and got Slurpees from 7-Eleven, something that she talks about incessantly. So there it began. Kate's world was responding to Kate in the most magnificent way, and Luke's world had turned to manure already. Because not only did he not get what he wanted, Kate did, which just made it so much worse. And then the day unfolded where everything Kate touched turned to gold. There was a basketball game where Luke's really good at basketball. He has a hoop in his backyard and he's really, really good at it. Just came back from Spurs camp. So Luke's throwing the ball and it's just bouncing back, bouncing back, bouncing back. Esther invested close to his college education in the game. 3 more balls, please. 3 more balls, three more, please. Kate threw her first ball and it went right in. And she won a great big Pegasus. Oh, it was so big and beautiful. And Esther looked at Kate and then she looked at Luke and she could see the momentum had already begun. We won't tell you all of the details, but it was a remarkable day of Kate winning so much that they had to make a trip to the car to put it all in. And Luke saying, "It's like they don't want me to win." They had gone because there was a train concert. When Esther discovered Train, she called them and said, "You have to come, we'll go to the fair and we'll see Train." And everyone was excited because everyone in that family, this family, loves Train. So a nice man comes to the audience and picks Kate. "Would you like to go on stage with Train?" Can you imagine? And are you getting the full implication of all of this? Before the concert, Luke had explained that his favorite Train song was Mermaid, and he knew all the words. That was the song that Kate got to sing on the stage. And then the concert ended. The band left the stage. The audience was thrilled and clapping and clapping and clapping and clapping and clapping, and Train came back, sang another song. It was so wonderful, and tossed out 3 last t-shirts into the audience. Kate got one of them. And as they left the grounds, Esther thought, I loved this day so much because I've been Kate and I've been Luke. And Luke's been Kate and Kate's been Luke. And everyone I know has been one or the other of them. And it was such a glorious opportunity to watch the speed with which the universe is responding to the chosen point of attraction. And it was also interesting to Esther because she wanted more than life itself to explain to Luke, you see, honey, see how Kate feels and see what's happening, and see how you feel and see what's happening. But it was not a teaching moment for Luke. It never is it? That's not the time to talk about what you're doing wrong. It's not the time to talk about what anybody else is doing right. It's not the time to talk. It's not the time to try to fix it. It's not the time to try to fix it for someone you love, and it's not the time to fix it for yourself. Because the more effort you apply, when that momentum is underway, you can't buck your own current. And that is the strongest thing that we want to say to all of you. Give yourselves a break and realize that your chance to choose your momentum, your chance to choose your point of attraction is early on. Early in the day.